Hello, Crafty Budgeters, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany. On this channel, we are working to craft a budget and a lifestyle to become debt-free. It is time to set up our 2022 financial goals. The new year is about to start in a couple of days, and I have to share with you what I am going to be focusing on for the year of 2022. And yeah, it's going to be an awesome year. I am claiming it, I am speaking it into existence, and the way to help us to get to this awesome year is to set some goals. Goal setting is really important to me, and it's really helped me get to where I am today with my financial goals and just goals in general that I have for my life, personal, spiritual, emotional, all of that jazz. And I'm really excited that I get the chance to share what I'm going to be working towards this year. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, I am working to get my family out of our $175,000 worth of debt that we started with in 2020 with the goal to become debt-free by 2025. The first year, we were able to pay off $47,000 worth of debt. This year, y'all, you don't want to miss my debt update that is going to be dropping tomorrow to see what we are ending 2021 with in regards to our debt, how much we paid off the year. Let me just give you a little sneak peek. We did some damage, which I'm really excited to share with all of you. And yeah, so I created this channel to share my journey of just being more intentional and organized with my money, paying off debt, and reaching some other goals that I have set for my finances. And it's been awesome doing this with you for the past year. I'm celebrating my 1-year anniversary on January 3rd of starting the YouTube channel, and this channel has literally changed my life in so many different ways, and I'm so grateful that I have the opportunity to just come before you and just share my story every week with y'all. So if you are not a part of the Crafty Budgeter fam, what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button. We have fun over here. If you enjoy these types of videos, budgeting, goal setting, really working towards reaching your financial goals, personal goals, definitely make sure you like and comment. I respond back to all of your comments. I love just having conversations with you in this community. It has been awesome. So we are going to jump right into this video. Before I get started, stay around. There is some exciting news coming up in this video, so you don't want to miss that as well. Plug. But the first thing I want to really just show you is that I'm going to be using, y'all, I'm really excited, the Elevated Life Co Workbook Duo. This is a workbook that my girl Taylor Budgets and I created, really thinking about what do we need in a planner in regards to helping to reach our personal goals, our financial goals, and we wanted a one-stop shop type place for you. And so we got you covered. We got you covered with this book. And yeah, I'm really excited that I'm going to be able to use it. Yeah, so let me move it out so I can just quickly show you what it's all about. Alright, so in the Workbook Duo, you will see there is a cover page. You'll see that we have a 2022-2023 setup for the calendar, a quote. We literally walk you through how to use the planner, how to budget, how to do the weekly spreads. Then we have a section where you can write your goals, financial, personal, and financial, productivity and mindset goals, and then you can create your own goals. And then we have a 12-month planner. So we have your calendar, goals, categories that you can track, a brain dump section, a monthly budget, quotes for each month. We got you set up for 5 paychecks, so you could do your paycheck budget. You can set up your paycheck denomination if you do cash envelopes. And then every week has a weekly spread where you're able to literally just organize your life. So there's a section for you to jot things down. What did you buy today? You can do a weekly check-in for different categories. You can then work with your brain dump. What are things that you're thinking about? And this goes all the way through the end of the year. And at the end of the month, you will get a section where you have notes and then a sinking funds update and a debt update. And so this is the book I'm going to be using to really help me to reach my financial goals that I have set for myself for this year. I can't wait. It's about to be awesome. So let's sit down and really focus on what are my goals for 2022. Okay, so before I write down my goals for 2022 in regards to finances, eventually I'll do my mindset and productivity, and I have spiritual goals, fitness goals. I'll kind of walk you through those at another time in another video. But before I sit down and think about my goals for 2022, we got to figure out and reflect, and we got to figure out what is important to us. And so when I started this YouTube channel, I did a video about goal setting and used the word reset as an acronym to help me thinking about setting up goals. So reset stands for reflect, envision, strategize, execute, and track your progress. And that is what I'm going to do for my goals for this year as well. Right now, before I even set up my goals for 2022, I need to reflect on what were my goals for 2021 and how did I do with those goals. My goals for 2021, here's a picture of them. The first one was to pay off $30,000 of debt for 2021, and the second goal was to put $5,000 in an emergency fund by the end of the year. We were able to reach our goal for the debt. So we were able to, as of November, so as of last month, we were able to put $34,000 to debt so far. It's actually a little bit more because I had two other debts that I had to account for. I had to pay back the IRS over $5,000, and then I got a laptop. So I wanted to pay that off. I put it on a credit card, so I wanted to pay that off. So in total, so far we've paid about $41,000 to debt, which is awesome, 2 snaps. But we didn't reach our goal for our emergency fund. Listen, emergency fund was hit a lot this year. A couple of things that we had to do was our HVAC motor went out. My phone died, so I had to get new phones. The back of our shed kind of just, I don't even know, like broke down, and animals are getting into our sheds. We had to do that. Our plumbing went on our toilet. We had to fix all of that. My aunt passed away, and I took over her car, and the transfer fees for that was just crazy. We returned our leases, and there's a disposition fee when you return it and don't get another vehicle from that dealer, so that was charges. So just a lot of money went to our emergency fund, and yeah, we didn't reach that goal. So thinking about how we did last year, that helps me to really identify what I want to focus on for this year. So that's what I'm going to write down, and then I'll come back and read through them, and then we will strategize how we will get to that point. So we just reflected on how we did. Now we're about to envision, and that's pretty much is creating the goal for this upcoming year. Okay, so these are the 5 goals that I have for this year. And once I walk you through what these goals are, then we are going to go to our next step in the reset method and strategize how we are going to get to this. So the first one is to pay off 2 student loans. So we have 3 student loans left on our debt snowball. The one is Fed loan, which that is $19,000 that I want to pay off this year of 2022, and the second one is our AES loan. That's about $16,000, a little bit over for each one. So a total of about $35,000 that I want to put to our student loans. The third loan is Great Lakes, and that's like over $60,000. So that I'm not going to get to that this upcoming year, but if I can get those other 2 loans paid off, that will be awesome. The second one is to put $5,000 to an emergency fund. I just shared the emergency fund didn't happen last year. We had to dip into it multiple different times, but it's really important to have an emergency fund for those unexpected expenses. So I want to make sure that I have that as a goal for this year. I really want to put $5,000 to a 1 month ahead fund. I've read and watched other budgeters have a 1 month ahead fund, and it just pretty much sets you up for success that if there's unexpected expenses that come, you already have money set aside that will cover your fixed expenses. So those are those expenses that pretty much you pay every month. If you don't pay it, someone's going to call you, you're going to get a bill in the mail, something's getting shut off. So I want to calculate how much it will be for my 1 month ahead fund. And for right now, I think $5,000 is just like a good standard amount, and have that just in a separate saving account. And then if I need to, then I can just pay off all of my bills as they come and then replenish it as I get paid for that month. The fourth one is to fully fund a family vacation. This September, my husband and I celebrated our 5th wedding anniversary, and we were able to go to Canada to check off something on my bucket list was to see go to Niagara Falls. And so we were able to do that, but it was fully funded. I paid for everything in cash, our hotel, food, excursions, and it was just awesome knowing that I already had that money aside. I didn't have to dip into different like credit cards or anything like that. I had that money ready to go, and so I definitely want to do that again. Now, I'm not sure if it'll just be a trip for my husband and I. I do have a toddler, and thinking about taking him on a trip, so thinking about what are those trips that we can take him on that can be fully funded. And then the last one is that I want to start investing. I don't know much about investing, but when we talk about the strategize step, I'll kind of talk you through how I'm going to get to this goal for this year. So those are 5 goals. 5 goals. I'm being a little lofty, but I think we can do it. Listen, what's the motto? So the motto up here is create the goal, make a plan, then execute. And that is what we are doing. And that's what the reset method really helps you do, is what's that goal you want to do? How will you make sure it happens? And then just do it. So that is our envision step. So this is the goals that we have for 2022. Now let's go to strategizing how we will get to those goals. So I'm going to use the last page of my Elevated Life Co. Workbook Duo there's notes pages at the end of every month, but I'm going to use the last notes page to do our strategizing for these goals that we have set. Okay, so the first goal is to pay off student loans. So I'm going to put student loans here. And then how are we going to make that happen? So I've kind of come up with a couple of things that I want to do to make sure that I can, just like this year, reach the goal that we had set for ourselves. So the first thing I want to do is definitely continue with the debt snowball that I have. Currently, I have a debt snowball of about $1,800. And so I want to continue making sure, on top of the minimum payment for each of the debts that I have for those student loans, I want to use my debt snowball to add an additional payment to that to pay it off sooner. I'll do a whole video on my debt snowball and how to do a debt snowball and the differences between a debt snowball and the debt avalanche. I've found that the debt snowball has worked really well for me, but it kind of just depends on your specific situation. So continue with debt snowball. The next thing is, like I did this year, is I created some side incomes. So my Etsy shop and my YouTube channel, I get paid for those things, and a bulk of my side income goes towards the debt snowball. So not only am I putting the debt snowball standard amount of $1,800 towards my minimum, towards the debt that I'm working on, I then add in additional money that I get from my side incomes to, again, get me towards paying that off a lot faster. The next thing I want to do is I want to use our 2022 savings challenges to go towards my debt. So yesterday I just posted a video of what my 2022 savings challenges will be. There's 5 easy, simple challenges for any income. And what I'm going to do is throughout the year, I will focus on those challenges, and at the end of the year, whatever amount of money that I have saved in those challenges will go as an additional payment towards my student loan goal that I have. And then the next thing I want to do is just cut unnecessary expenses. It's important to reflect to see how you are doing with your budget. Are there areas that you can cut back on? Are there areas that you can just move money around? The one area that I'm definitely going to cut back on is my cable. I am finally cutting the cord. I realized that we are paying for our cable, internet, and home security close to $300. I know, it's just way too much. And so I'm cutting cable. I've done a lot of research, and what I will use with that money that I am saving, I'll put that towards my student loan goal that I have. So over here, I'm just, for example, cut cable. So that is goal number 1 that we are going to be working on, and that's how we want to strategize to make that happen. The next goal is going to be kind of together. So I'm going to put 2 and 3 together, and that is emergency fund, and that's $5,000, and then 1 month ahead fund, and that's $5,000. And I'll put up here, we'll just do, what did I say before? It's like $35,000, which is crazy. So let me put in, so the reason why I put these two together for how I want to strategize is because I really have a goal that I want to save $10,000 in the year. So how am I going to do that? So these $10,000, so the goal is $10,000 in 12 months. And I'm going to work on doing that by a couple of things. So my tax return, whatever money I get for my tax return, I want a portion of that to go towards this $10,000. Last year, like I said, I had to pay back the IRS because I didn't do my like W-2 or like I-99 or whatever form you do with your employer. I got a new job and I forgot to add in my son, or I don't even know what I did. But anyway, I had to pay back over $5,000 for our tax return. So yeah, or that return, I didn't get any money back, but for taxes. So I'm hoping I change things up with our employers. So I'm hoping this year I get a little bit money back. And my son went to daycare, so I should get a little bit back for that as well. We'll see. We will see what happens. So if I get money back for the tax return, I'm definitely going to do that. The money that I have from the student loan payment pause. So right now, I'm not paying on 2 loans, and that is going until it got extended to May 1st. And that's about, the minimum payments for both of those is about $600. So about $600 I want to put toward this $10,000 to help me again get to that goal. Right now, I don't have to pay it. So how can I get to the goal as fast as I can? Putting that towards this goal. So the next thing is I also want to put a little bit of the side income to this goal. And then the last thing, actually there's 2 things. The other thing is that every year there's golden months. So golden months are magic months, or months that there's 5 weeks in the month, and so you get paid an extra paycheck. And so for this year, I believe there's 3 or 4 magic months, and so I'm going to put that money towards this goal. I also think I'm going to do a 100 envelope challenge to help me reach this, and so I'll just do it twice. So 100 envelopes get you to $5,000 in like it's like $5,050 when you complete it. And so as much money as I can throw towards this goal early on, with having the student loan payment pause, with the I might take a little bit from the side income and all those other things. If I can get this goal done before 12 months, that's going to be awesome. But I'm just giving myself a little bit of wiggle room, that like if it doesn't happen before 12 months, I'm giving myself a full year to make it happen. So that's goal number 3. Goal number 4 is fully funded vacation. So with this goal, I wanted to continue using my sinking fund. So in my sinking fund, I do have a vacation envelope. So I want to continue adding to that. I need to do a little bit more research of like where I want to go. So I need to do more research on location, experiences that we want to do there. So like excursions. And then based on that, I need to create a budget for what I want to save, like how much I need to save within a certain amount of time. I don't know where I want to go right now, but I know I'm going somewhere, and probably it'll be in the summer. So it gives me a little bit of time, at least like 8 months, to get myself together. And so I just need to set a budget for it. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then the last goal that I have is that I want to start investing. But before I talk about how I'm going to strategize this, y'all, let me bring you out a little bit so that way it's not so close. I am excited. I am so excited that I get to share that not only in this video am I sharing my 2022 financial goals with you, I'm also a part of a 2022 goals giveaway. 2 snaps, 2 snaps. My girl Cafe with Anna reached out and asked if I wanted to be a part of a giveaway collaboration with some other amazing budgeters. So the other budgeters that are in this collaboration: Cafe with Anna, Money with Gab, Taylor Budgets, all women that I look up to. I love their channels. If you don't watch their channels, what are you doing? You're missing out. They're fun. It's exciting. They motivate and inspire me to reach my goals, and they all have specific goals that they're working on for their finances and personal life. And it's just been awesome to just see their journey. They've become like my budgeting besties and really close friends. And so what we are doing is that we are going to be actually giving away a Elevated Life Co workbook duo to one of you. Y'all. That retails for $55.95. One of you is going to be able to get one of these workbooks to really help you get to where you want to go with your financial goals and personal goals, and just keep you organized and elevate your life, finances, and mindset and productivity. Y'all, this is awesome. So what you have to do is just publicly subscribe to all 4 of our channels, like this video, like all of our videos, and watch our videos. I know there's a lot, but it's kind of cool because we all have different financial goals. So you'll be able to see like what goals are similar, what goals are different, how are we working to get to those goals. The other thing that we will be doing is that each of the channels will have a question that we're going to be asking, and you just got to, in the comments, answer that question. So my question for my channel is, what is the financial goal that will allow you to treat yourself? It's really important as you have financial goals to really do things for yourself as well. And that's why I have this fully funded vacation goal on there, because it's a way that we can step away, enjoy, spend time with one another. And so what is going to be your treat yourself financial goal that you have? Another one that I had for myself for last year, I didn't write it down, but I really wanted to get one of those Louis Vuitton small agenda binders, and I got it for Christmas. Thank you, Mr. Crafty Budgeter. So yeah, so what are those things that you are going to be working towards financially to help you treat yourself and just to have self-care in different ways? And then when you comment that and respond in the comments to our question, all you have to do is just put your Instagram handle so that way we can communicate with you of who the winner is. So the giveaway starts today and it will go until the winner will be announced on January 6th. Everything will be linked down below. I'll put a picture of all of the details right here, but it's just, I'm really excited that we're able to do this for our budgeting community and just to help you start off your year really, really, really strong. So now let's get back to investing. I don't know anything about investing, if I'm being totally honest with you. I'm very beginner level, but that's okay. It's important to learn and grow along your journey and along your path. And so there's amazing YouTuber and budgeter friends out there that know about investing and have been helping others to start to invest. And I gotta shout out my girl Shalise from Money Trader, who is really just helping the budgeting community talk about investing and really sharing her story and journey about investing. So I reached out to her and asked if she could just help me out. Where do I even begin? And she also has trackers and just like beginner level things to get started. And that's what I'm going to be really working on. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is do more research. And with that research, I want to connect with Mommy Trader and just get some kind of tips and tricks from her. She also just sent me, which is so awesome, a kids investing plan template. And I have a toddler. He'll be 3 in the middle of January. And it's important that I start investing for him as well. Starting now will show so much like success down the line. And so what can I do to really help him in his future? And that is to really start to invest for him. So I am definitely going to be starting the kids. I'm going to use the kids investing plan template. And then I recently found out, let me get my phone, that on Cash App, we had a PD in like a personal development at work. And it was an investor, like someone that knows all about investing and stocks and everything. There is an investing for everyone button where you can invest as little as $1 in different like stocks. So I think the one that he talked about was Vanguard. I don't even know, like 500. That's probably not the right word, but like Vanguard one. That's what I'm going to do. Like a couple dollars every month I'm going to put into the stock market, I guess. Again, I don't really know much about stock market, but that's all right. I'm going to learn. And so I'm going to use the Cash App stock feature and see how it goes, right? Like, who knows? Even if I only invest $50 this year, I'm going to be happy because it's $50 that I didn't have before in investments. So y'all, that is the goal for these 2021 financial goals. That is our strategy. That's the S in reset, is to strategize, plan out how you're going to reach your goals. The next thing is then to just execute. So we wrote down our goals, we created the plan. Now, how am I going to get to reach those goals is to execute these specific strategies to getting there. And then the last thing in the reset method is to just track your progress. You know, I'm very big on, especially when it comes to my debt, is doing an Excel spreadsheet, sharing my debt update with you every month. I'm also going to be doing, especially for my savings challenges, tracking that. I'm going to be tracking my 100 envelope challenges to get us towards these goals. But y'all, I got something else for y'all. I love just visually seeing how you are reaching your goal, and because it's a really great motivator, inspiration to keep going. So I've created 5 fun and visual ways to track your progress that I'm going to share on my channel beginning of January that I'm going to be using to just help me as I work towards reaching these goals. So that is it, y'all. That is my goal for 2022 financially. We are going to make sure that this year is the best year as best as we can. I am expecting great things for not only myself, but for you. Down below, don't forget to enter into the giveaway, answer my question, but also tell me what your financial goals are for 2022. It doesn't have to be lofty goals, just small goals, big goals. What do you got planned for 2022? And let's work together to help each other get towards reaching those goals. Y'all, it has been awesome sharing this with you. It's going to keep me motivated. I'm really excited at the end of next year to see how we are doing with these goals, and it's just going to be awesome. So if you're not a part of the Crafty Budgeter fam, what are you waiting on? Hit that subscribe button. We have fun over here. Make sure you like and comment, enter into the giveaway. But y'all, have a great rest of your day. See ya. Bye bye.